Hello everyone. Today we're going to start trigonometric chapter. Trigonometry is a very important chapter for CBSE and for ISC 10 standard, and this is the first time you're learning this chapter. And then it will get continued in 11th. And in 12th there is no chapter without trigonometry, if you ask me. So there is no trigonometry as such in 12th, but in order to do many other chapters, you have to learn trigonometry. So trigonometry initially starts at the 10th grade. What is trigonometry? Trigonometry is derived from a Greek word, trigonometry. Tri means three, gon means sides, metry means measures. So it's a study of three sides of a triangle. Basically, trigonometry studies the triangle. When it comes to 10th grade, we only study about the right angle triangle here. So it is a branch in maths which studies the relationship between the sides with its angle. As I said in the beginning, it's a study of triangle, and as to the 10th is concerned, we only study about right angle triangles. The topics that get covered in 10th grade is trigonometric ratios for angles from 0 to 90, trigonometric ratios for complementary angles, trigonometric identities, applications of trigonometry or otherwise heights and distance model. These are the 5 topics that we have to learn at the 10th grade. Now today I am going to take up the first topic and the second topic, trigonometric ratios and trigonometric ratios for angles from 0 to 90. Now trigonometric ratios. As I said in the beginning, we only study about right angle triangle. So I've constructed a right angle triangle where I choose to have B as 90 degree. Now let's assume angle C is equal to theta. Let's assume angle C is theta, so theta is here. The side that is opposite to theta is called as the opposite side. Alright, opposite side. The side that is opposite to theta is called as the opposite side. The side that is opposite to 90 degree is called as the hypotenuse side. And the base is called as the adjacent side. Alright. Now in the next diagram, if you consider C, not C, A as theta. Assume the angle is here, theta is here. So as I said over there, the side that is opposite to theta is called as the opposite side. The side that is opposite to 90 degree is called as the hypotenuse side. And the other one is the adjacent side. So these are the name given to the sides of the triangle based on where the angle is. Alright, now the ratios. Sin theta, I like to do there itself. Going by the first one, going by the case 1, where C is equal to theta, sin theta is opposite side by the hypotenuse side. Sin is the ratio between the length of two sides. Which two sides? Opposite side by hypotenuse side. That is AB by AC. Cos theta is a ratio between the adjacent side by the hypotenuse side, which is BC by AC. And tan theta is opposite by adjacent side. So that means AB by BC. Now, reciprocal of sine, reverse of sine, is called as cosec theta. What is cosec? Cosec is 1 by sine theta. So what will be the ratio here? Hypotenuse by opposite. Sec theta is a reciprocal of cos theta. So it's 1 by cos. So then this will be adjacent of hypotenuse by adjacent. And then we have cot theta, which is the reverse of tan theta, 1 by tan. So what is tan? Opposite by adjacent. So this will be adjacent by opposite. Alright. So the sides will vary based on where the angles are. Alright. Now, when the triangle is this way, where the angle is at theta, sine is opposite by hypotenuse, but the opposite is BC. So, when I take case 2 diagram, when I do it for case 2 diagram, sine theta, where is the theta? Theta is here, isn't it? So, opposite side is BC. Hypotenuse is AC. Cos theta, which is adjacent by hypotenuse, adjacent is AB, hypotenuse is AC. And tan theta, which is opposite by adjacent, which is BC by AB. So the most important part is understand where the theta is. So based on that, the sides, the opposite and adjacent will change. Alright, so this is the trigonometric ratios. Now I've picked a sum to understand this better. So I've taken a question to make you understand this concept better. So in triangle ABC, angle B is 90. Tan A is given as 1 by root 3. What is tan A means? The theta is at A, right? So BC will be called as the opposite side. AB is the adjacent side, and this is definitely the hypotenuse side. Now, tan A is opposite by adjacent. Remember, they are the ratios, they are not the exact value. So we need to put a scale factor. So let's consider BC is of length 1x. Let's consider AB, which is adjacent, is of length root 3x. Now first I need to find all the three sides of the triangle. Only then I can answer this, right? So how do I find the third side? Well, using Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square Pythagoras theorem states that hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. That means AC square equals AB square plus BC square, isn't it? And AC square equals AB is root 3x the whole square, BC is 1x the whole square. Therefore, we get AC as 2x. Correct? Okay. So let's fix these values over there. Opposite, which is BC, is 1x. Adjacent, which is root 3x. Hypotenuse, which is 2x. Now what is the first subdivision? The first subdivision of the question is sine A into cos C plus cos A into sine C. Okay, so what is sine A? Going back to the triangle. If theta is at A, opposite sine's ratio is opposite by hypotenuse. So that means it is 1x by 2x. That's 1 by 2. What is cos C? Well, cos C means the theta is at this point. And therefore, if the theta is here, this will become the opposite, this will become the adjacent. Hypotenuse remains the same, isn't it? So, I get cos C as BC adjacent by hypotenuse, which is 1x by 2x again, which is 1 by 2. Now sin A is over, cos C is over. Now cos A. Cos A, cos A, cos A equals cos A is equal to root 3x by 2x. So that's root 3 by 2. And what is next? Cos C is over, then what? Sin C, correct? So sin C is sin C is root 3x by 2x again, which is also root 3 by 2. Now just apply that here. All these concerned value you apply. Sin A 1 by 2, cos C 1 by 2 plus cos A root 3 by 2, sin C root 3 by 2. So we get 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, which is 4 by 4, and hence it's 1. Okay. So based on the sides we fix, based on the angles we put the theta. The opposite of the theta is the opposite side, and the opposite to 90 degrees hypotenuse, the other side is called as the adjacent side. Alright, so once you figure out what is opposite, adjacent and hypotenuse according to the angle, you can just write them in all ratio forms. So next topic that we are going to do here is trigonometric ratios from 0 to 90 degree. First I'll show you the table, because these are, first I'll show you this from the table given in the book, because these are the values that you have to know by heart. Alright, let me read out this first, right? Alright. Sin 0 degree. So when A is 0 degree, sin 0 degree 0. Sin 30 degree 1 by 2. Sin 45 degree 1 by root 2. Sin 60 degree root 3 by 2. Sin 90 degree 1. Well, I will show you the proof of 30, 45 and 60 today. Alright. Now, it is must for us to memorize the sign values. Now, using the sign values, we can regenerate the values for cos, tan, cosec, sec and cot. Very simple. Now listen. So, but sign you need to memorize without any mistake. And in the exam, I would insist you to draw this table, because picking the values by running the table in the mind is not a good idea. Always do the table. As you practice, the values will remain in your mind forever. Now, sign values, as I said in the beginning, you have to memorize. Let's go to the cos now. How to write cos using sign. Now, cos sin 90 value will go to cos 0. Sin 90 will go to cos. Sin 60 will go to cos 30. Sin 45 and cos 45 are same. So, sin 30s will go to cos 60. Sin 0 will go to cos 90. You understood? It's just the flipping. Just flip the values, not reversing the values. 90 of sine will go to 0 of cos. 60 of sine will go to 30 of cos. 45 of sine will remain the 45 of cos. 30 of sine will go to 60 of cos. 0 of sine will go to 90 of cos. Alright, so that is with regard to sine. Now, how is tan? Well, tan is what? Tan is opposite by adjacent, or I can even write that as sine by cos, because sine is opposite by hypotenuse, cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, so hypotenuse get cancelled, so you get opposite by adjacent, which is the tan. So I can write tan as sine A by cos A also. Now divide the sine and cos value. Sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. What is 0 by 1? 0. Isn't it? Sine 30 is 1 by 2, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Divide it. 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. 2 get cancelled, you get 1 by root 3. So divide the sine and the cos. Sine value by the cos value. You get the tan value. Alright, you get the tan value. Now once we are done with tan, cosec is simple. What is cosec? Reverse of sine, isn't it? So 1 by sine is cosec. Reverse all the sine values. Reverse. So that means 1 divided by 0 is sine 0. So 1 divided by 0 is what? Undefined. Remember, anything divided by 0 is undefined. 0 divided by anything is 0. So 1 divided by 0 is undefined. 1 divided by 1 by 2 is 2. 1 divided by 1 by root 2 is root 2. 1 divided by root 3 by 2 is 2 by root 3. And 1 divided by 1 is 1. Hope you understood why I am dividing 1 by sine. Because cosec is 1 by sine. Then sec is what? 1 by cos. Using sine, we already formed the cos. Now reverse the cos values, you get the sec value. And what is cot? Cot is 1 by tan. So reverse the tan values, you get the cot values. So this way, using just the sine values, we can develop the whole table. So as I said in the beginning, I'm repeating, not a good idea to run the table in the mind. It's always best you do it before you start the sum. Now I'm going to show you how do we get sine 30 as 1 by 2, sine cos 30 as root 3 by 2, similarly for 45 and 60. So I'm going to do the proof for this topic. So proof for trigonometric ratios from 0 to 90. Today I'm going to discuss 45, 30 and 60 proofs. So first one, trigonometric ratios of 45 degree. Now let us take a right angle triangle, right angle at B, and let's consider one of the angle is 45 degree. Let's assume angle C 45 degree. C is here and I've taken C as 45 degree. Now in a right angle triangle, if B is 90 degrees, C is 45, using angle sum property, I get A also as 45, isn't it? And if two angles of the triangle are equal, then the sides opposite to the angles are also equal, right or not? So BC equals to AB because angle C and angle A are equal. Side opposite to equal angles are equal. So I'm going to take BC as X and AB as X. Now it's already a right angle triangle, isn't it? So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So AC square is equal to X square plus X square. So AC square is equal to 2X square. So AC is equal to root 2X. So we found AC as root 2X. So let me write that over here. Now let's find out sine 45. Sine of angle C or sine 45. Sine 45 is what? Opposite by hypotenuse. If the theta is here, if this is the theta, you know which is the opposite side, isn't it? So x by root 2x, x get cancelled, 1 by root 2. That is how we get sine 45 degree as 1 by root 2. Now cos 45 degree. Cos 45 degree basically cos angle C here. And which is adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is BC, which is also x, by hypotenuse root 2x. So cos 45 is also 1 by root 2. Now tan 45. Tan 45 is opposite by adjacent. That means x by x. So 1. So this is how we get the 45 degree values of sine, cos, tan, and therefore cosec, secant, cot also. Now let us see the proof for 30 degree and 60 degree values. Now here I have constructed equilateral triangle. So ABC is an equilateral triangle where all sides are equal and all angles are 60 degree. So 60, 60 and 60. Now I am going to drop a perpendicular. We know, and I am going to name this point as D. We know in an equilateral triangle the perpendicular will divide the base because triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ADC. Isn't it? You have learned in your earlier classes. So triangles are congruent, therefore the base are divided here. So BD is x by 2 and DC is also x by 2. Alright. Now what is AD's length? A in triangle ABD, in which angle D is 90 degree, forms a right angle triangle. Therefore, I can use Pythagoras theorem for that. So that means AB square equals BD square plus AD square. Right? So AB I know as x, so x square. BD is x by 2 the whole square. And AD, well, that's what I want to find. So x square minus x square by 4 equals to AD square. So 3x square by 4 equals to AD square, implies AD equals to root 3 by 2x. Alright, so we found AD as root 3 by 2x. Right? Now let's get into the ratios. Sine 60. So 60 means the theta is here. Remember, the theta is here. So opposite will be root 3 by 2x by hypotenuse x. So it's root 3 by 2. Cos 60. Cos 60 adjacent, which is x by 2 by hypotenuse x. So that's 1 by 2. Now tan 60, which is sine by cos or opposite by adjacent. So that means I get root 3 by 2x by 1 by 2x. So that's root 3. So this is how we get the 60 degree values. Now the 30. Alright, tell me one thing. In triangle ABD, if this is 60, if angle B is 60 and angle D is 90, what is angle BAD? What is angle BAD? Using angle sum property, we find angle BAD as 30 degree. Isn't it? Yes. Now, if this is where the theta is, this will be called as the opposite side. This is the adjacent. This is the adjacent side, and this will be your hypotenuse. Right? So, sine 30. Sine 30 will be opposite by hypotenuse, which is x by 2 by x. So it's 1 by 2. Cos 30 adjacent by hypotenuse, which is AD by AB, or root 3 by 2x by x. So it's root 3 by 2. And tan 30. Tan 30 is opposite by adjacent. So x by 2 by root 3 by 2x. So answer is 1 by root 3. So this is how we found the values of sines, the 30 degree, 60 degree and 45 degree. Do watch it again. In the next video, I am going to show you how to prove the values of 0 and 90 degree. And also I am going to explain you complementary angles. Thank you.